Welcome to Port City Uncensored. This week brought to you by Donna Gaines, your local realtor with PMZ Real Estate. And now, let's kick this mother into gear.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Allow me to put myself up here. Welcome to Port City Uncensored.
Hello.
Hello. Let me pull Scotty up here.
I got shades now.
All right. Scotty is there undercover, but on camera. And welcome to Port City, everybody. We are coming to you live from Midtown Stockton from the Bat Cave tonight. I am your host, J-Man Jack. I'm here in studio with Scotty, our undercover cybersecurity guy in-house. And we should have a few of the other guys from the crew joining us here shortly. So tonight, a little bit different show here. Might not go too long, but just have a couple of updates on some things that have been going on around town here. And I want to start off. I need to find me a picture, and I will pull this up here. All right, an update on the situation on Wilson Way by Bradford and down by the Buggy Bath Car Wash. Well, Tuesday morning, I was greeted with some messages, and apparently early that morning, the Sheriff's Department went out there to the Buggy Bath Car Wash with several units, also a canine unit, the dogs. And, they rounded up the vagrants and the drug addicts, and they did take a few people away from what I understand. And, they basically cleaned house over there. And, hey, that was good news because I've been writing about this and complaining about that spot for some time now. Word through the grapevine is both Councilman Brando Villapudra and Mario Enriquez are both on this thing because Wilson Way is the borderline between districts 4 and 5, and so we got shady business going on both sides. So apparently those guys have gotten into the mix and are getting off their ass and are on it. And the Sheriff's Department came out, and I want to thank them for cleaning house out there. Let's hope it sticks. Let's hope the vagrants don't return. If some of them went to the shelter, were offered services, I don't know. I don't have any details on that. But again, let's hope this area maybe stays this way for a while, because it is just, the Buggy Bath Car Wash there, I can tell you for a fact, is probably less than 2 blocks from the Grunsky School, an elementary school. So, having a school right there with kids and everything, not a good look. And there's also the issue that there are 3 smoke shops in that spot, literally within a walking distance, 5 minutes or less of each other. So that's something else that's being looked at. But anyway, so there was a cleanup this week on Wilson Way. Again, thank you for the Sheriff's Department for coming out and getting that done. And I think we can get rid of that there. So, that was the update on Wilson Way. Now, let Scotty get settled in there, because if we remember last week, you had made some predictions about Halloween. Remember? And warned everybody, make sure you got your Ring doorbell working and you got your doors locked and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go over the police report from Halloween night. And let's take a look at what happened. Let me start with the first entry there.
Okay. I told you so. Okay, so we have a total of eight events that happened all on Halloween night. I know, right? Okay. So first off, we have a weapons arrest, which is a code 1510. It happened on Wilson Way and Weber Avenue, Park District. Hang on, let me get on my narrating voice. Officers conducted a proactive check out of a vehicle. The suspect walked away from the vehicle and discarded a loaded firearm. Officers took him into custody. Arrested Mario Turner, 35, for weapon charges. Number 2, assault with a deadly weapon, code 1728, 6400 block of West Lane, Valley Oak District. The male victim, 50, was outside of his residence when he got into a fight with the known suspects. The victim was assaulted by the suspects before they fled. The victim was treated at an area hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Suspects, 2 black male adults. Number 3, armed robbery. Code 1851, 500 block of East 9th Street, Seaport District. The male victims, 29 and 45, were seated in a vehicle in the listed area when they were approached by the suspects, who brandished firearms at them. The suspects ordered the victims out of the vehicle, struck one with the firearm, and stole property from the other. The suspects fled in a vehicle. Suspects, 2 Hispanic males and a black male adult. Resisting arrest, number 4, code 2103, what's it called? 1100 block of West Magnolia Street, Civic District. Officers responded to the area on a report of a large party. As officers attempted to clear people out of the area, the suspect attempted to walk into the backyard and refused to let an officer close the gate. The suspect ignored the officer's commands to leave. When they tried to take him to custody, he resisted arrest, and force was used to take him into custody. Arrested, Sheriff Muhair Muhammad, 22, for resisting arrest. 5. Assault with a deadly weapon, code 2109, 8th Street and Houston Avenue, Seaport District. Male victim, 17, was walking in the listed area when the suspect fired gunshots at him and fled in a vehicle. The victim was uninjured. Suspect, black male adult. Number 6, shooting into a dwelling, code 2230, 2000 block of Bedford Street, Civic District. The female victim, 72, heard a gunshot and found that her living room window had been struck by gunfire. She was not injured, and there is no suspect information. Fun fact, the mayor also had her house shot at by a stray bullet.
And if you remember, I said that is something that happens all the time around Stockton.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's house
Stray
catches a bullet.
Can kill you, quite literally.
Yeah. So
You have to do jack shit, just get headshotted because it's a drive-by happened, and you just happen to be the next-door neighbor that the bullet went through. It sounds dumb, but I remember a story about a guy who had a gaming headset. I forgot the name of it, but a bullet happened to ricochet and hit his window because a drive-by was happening and hit his gaming headset, and the bullet pretty much was ricocheted off the headset.
Wow.
It protected the guy.
Holy
Long
shit.
story short, that gaming headset got a lot of purchases because, well, it defected a fucking bullet. Yes, pretty good marketing. Case in point, though, is
Yeah,
that
good call.
if you have to worry about a stray bullet coming out of nowhere because you live in a very shady or fucked up area, that's actually a concern because it's like this. What if your kid just gets hit by a stray bullet playing in the yard or the backyard? How you gonna report that?
Oh yeah. Well, back when I lived on Santa Paula Way, the neighbor across from us, her window got shot, the upstairs window, and that's the room where her little girl stayed.
Yeah.
And I can remember she was rather annoyed about that and reported it. And you hear about it takes a while for the cops to show up when you call them and stuff,
And then to get an update.
Well, check this one out. She called, reported it. No one came. 2 weeks later, she's out front watering her flowers, and two guys walk up to her, and they were detectives from PD. And yeah, we're here about that. We heard you had a window shut out. It was like she says, "You're here now." 2 weeks after the fact. So I mean, it happens, and it's unfortunate it has to happen like that. But
We still have two more crimes.
and so yeah. Anyway, houses do catch bullets occasionally, and so there was nothing really unusual about the mayor's house catching one.
Hey, if it happens to the mayor, it can happen to you.
Exactly, yeah. So hopefully you have a brick house, and you know.
Yeah, like that one store with the 3 pigs and the big bad wolf. Well, guess what, motherfucker? My house is bulletproof. Well, not really, but it's something you should invest into. Is my house going to stop a stray bullet from, say, harming my family? Something I should think about is that how weak are my walls? Like, you know what I mean? It's like time to test how much your landlord gave a shit about your your well-being. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's my advice, because I predicted some shit would happen on Halloween. Here we are, 8 crimes happened. So here's the last 2 more.
What's next?
Assault with a deadly weapon. Code 2245. 1600 block of East Harding Way, Park District. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that assault with deadly weapon, I was thinking of some Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street type shit, because it's like, that's just every fucking tweaker on a Sunday night strolling down Wilson Way looking for crack, you know what I mean? It's like, what's we're looking for? What's normal to us is crazy to some. Think about that.
Oh yeah.
Some people don't hear ambulance sirens or gunshots every waking moment. Think about it.
Or you get used to it.
Hey, get used to it. Crazy.
Because right here where we're at, I mean, I hear the shit every day, all day. Well, of course, St. Joe's is just down the street, and the fire department nearby, and so.
Oh, I was right. Hey, listen to this. 2 adult victims. This is the assault with a deadly weapon. 42 and 25, and the suspect got into an argument. During the argument, the suspect threatened one victim with a machete.
Ah, yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, with the fucking machete. And cut the other victim, causing a minor injury. I don't know how you cause a minor injury with a fucking machete, but okay. Responding officers located and arrested the suspect without incident. Arrested Antonio Wilmer, 31, for criminal threats and assault with a deadly weapon. And the final one, this is something we should all be terrified of. Traffic fatality, code 0440. 4900 block of Pacific Avenue, Lakeview District. Officers responded to the listed area on a report of a vehicle that struck a pedestrian before fleeing. Upon arrival, officers located the unresponsive adult male victim. The victim was transported to an area hospital where he succumbed to his injuries, which means is that dude got hit by a car and pretty much died, and the guy got away with it. So think about it, man. It was on Pacific Avenue. Pacific Avenue, Miracle Mile, where I'm thinking is that pretty much that place where people get hit. If you're a bike, I think I read an article on Stockton recently that says if you're a biker, Stockton is the worst place ever to be a biker because you won't get fucking hit.
Are you talking about motorcycles?
No, like not just biking.
Or
Like
ju-
biking,
just-
like you're on your you're biking to school type stuff, and it's like you'll get hit by a car. If you're a pedestrian, it's horrible. So think about that, people, is that the only thing you have to be afraid of is everybody else.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you're riding a bike after dark, when the sun goes down, when it's dark out at night,
Oh yeah,
that is literally like swimming with crocodiles.
sharks.
In this town. It's no joke. Yeah. And so I would not recommend that. And I'm speaking as a guy who spent 7 weeks on crutches after being mowed down while I'm on my bike. Of course, that was a robbery / attempted murder. It happened back some time ago. But again,
Stay strapped.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend running around after dark. But even guys on motorcycles,
Hit by a big rig making a U-turn.
Most bikers that I know are pretty safe drivers. they're aware, they're on top of things, they know what's going on.
It's just everybody around them.
Exactly. It's the people that are driving sedans and SUVs and pickups and everything else that they don't see them. Or, I mean, you got to go by each individual case. But again,
A motorcycle doesn't have any protection compared to a car.
well, yeah, certainly a lot less. I mean, because a lot of the cars on the road nowadays are basically soda cans on wheels.
Aluminum.
It's not like they used to build them, decades ago. So, yeah, you got to be careful out there. You're driving, and so, but yeah, an interesting Halloween night. Again, Scotty, your prediction was, yeah, right on. I mean, uh, yeah, something to say. So, alrighty. Well, the other thing that come up this week, and it's actually still being looked at. I want to thank our guy on the street, Dick Fitzwell, for sending me some clips on the food bank situation. The food stamps are temporarily not happening because of the government shutdown, and so
Nobody gets to eat.
people are freaking out about food. But the let me pull this up here.
It is disheartening to see the long line at the food bank in Stockton, California this morning, stretching from Scott Street to Lincoln Street, with cars lining up all the way to Charter Way. Many elderly individuals are among those waiting, highlighting the struggle faced by vulnerable members of the community. The fact that people have been waiting since 4 a.m. is a stark reminder of the challenges they are facing. The creation of a second line at Columbus Park further emphasizes the high demand for assistance. The situation is concerning and sheds light on the pressing issue of food insecurity in the area.
All right, yeah, extremely long lines at the food bank. So, those folks out there that are watching this or listening, if you're in those lines, I guess you know what we're talking about. And yeah, a noticeable increase in traffic. So, yeah, and we do have a lot of folks that are under that poverty line here in Stockton. Unfortunately, it's one of the characteristics of this place. And yeah, it's a lot of interesting commentary on it. Like I said, it's still getting a lot of views, still being talked about. I got a couple of other pictures this morning. Allegedly, it was the same thing today. The cars are lined up, and yeah, so a lot happening. So again, so these are all things that, hey, this week in Stockton. So, and other than that, the only other thing that was really in the news was the election. The
Remember Donna getting elected in New York?
well, yeah, there was that, and of course the Prop 50 passing here in California. And I want to see if okay, yay. I'll pull this up here.
Hey, I should probably can't.
I wanna.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, what?
I got something to report. Roblox. So Roblox is pretty much like a gaming platform used by kids. I think I mentioned it before. Why I couldn't help but hear on the radio, they're getting sued by a lot of people. Which that means is that imagine there's a corporation and they sell a virtual currency that kids can use to buy shit, like predator problem on our platform, which would impact our, money making things. Or we could just pretend it's not a thing and everyone shuts up. But that happens. I don't know. It's pretty much your corporation values making money over your kid's safety on a video game platform. So it kind of goes back to my point, is that you might be internet savvy and stuff, but what about your kids and stuff? Like, who are they talking to? Who are they playing video games with, right? Because kids play video games, but who the fuck they playing with, huh? Are they playing with Johnny from school? Are they playing with some old, what's it called?
Chester the Molester.
Yeah, that motherfucker from Silence of the Lambs. The one with the pour me the lotion or whatever. No, you know what I'm talking about? Buffalo Bill, like that weird, gross looking motherfucker. But imagine he has access to a computer now. So it's essentially Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill with a Wi-Fi connection. It goes after your kids. So think twice when you hand your tablet to a kid and say, okay, go play video games because I'm too busy to see what you're doing, or because I'm a shitty parent, you know what I mean? So now they're getting sued and stuff, so it's something to think about, is that's just Roblox, right? But what about Minecraft? What about, I don't know, Call of Duty? It's there's, I don't know, Call of Duty is full of grown men. They're all, it's kind of it's not the same demographic. But the point is that you have to know who you're talking to. And if you're a corporation that pretty much profits from kids buying your shit on a platform that's meant for pretty much kids to play video games, but the issue is that anyone can sign up, well, then there's the issue is that you don't have the proper safeguards in order to prevent, predators from talking to kids on those platforms and luring them off them. Because you're like, I need these guys to buy my gift card so I can make money in another yacht. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I mean, what do you think about that, man? That's kind of some sad shit, though. That's they're the biggest. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, bro.
It's
it's them today, but who's it gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah. Again, it's a state of the world that we live in today.
It's gonna get worse because there's this thing called VR, and now who the fuck are your kids talking to in VR headsets or on a computer or on their tablet or on their phone, or you know what I mean? It's you have to get lucky every time. They only need to get lucky once, right? So it's where I come in, because I'm not professional. I'm the cybersecurity guy. That's why you should pay me to listen to me, because I've spent years fucking learning and training on how to exactly prevent this shit. Because it's for me, I can see the warning signs, because I was raised. I played Roblox when I was a kid, so it's I can spot this shit from a mile away. But can some old ass grandma in her 90s who gives out her debit card here, Sonny, go buy this on this website? Realistically, if you can't set up a computer without assistance, do you really think you have the necessary techno capabilities to prevent your kids from digital predators online? Right?
That's a good way to put it, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right, mate.
And it's also an easy out for a lot of, like you said, grandparents or even parents that
shove a tablet or a video game in your kid's face because you don't want to properly.
Well, when it's Christmas or it's their birthday or something, and you're thinking gift,
Black Friday,
another game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your boy into? Oh, okay. I'll get him this. I know guys that were trying to date chicks with kids, and they want to win favor. So what's your boy into? And they'll get him in a game and shit like that. So the gateway to all that bullshit is
buy them toys and shit
is there, and again, it's an easy out for a lot of folks that okay, just buy him another game.
It's not the van with the candy anymore. It's fucking V-Bucks or video game currency on a gift card.
It's the guy with the Xbox.
You want a gift card? Come on, get in my van. I got Xbox Live. What the fuck? But for real, that's how stupid they are. They'll do that shit because really, if I'm a dumb kid, what's the easier route, supposedly? Begging my mom to go buy me this currency, which I know she'll say no 1,000 times, or doing whatever this funny internet stranger man says, because he's oh, do this and I'll give you money on camera. You know what I mean? It's see the fucking point? Because you're a stupid kid, you'll take the easy route, right?
Yeah.
So how do you prevent that? Well, it's not going to be AI. You have to. My first expertise is how do I put this? what's the, like not a phantom guardian. I like to call it that because it's like, imagine this, all right? So a server or a video game is like, all right, you have all these kids playing on a server, but you got one person or two who are on the server, right? But they're monitoring the chat because you can see what everyone texts or chats like in the fucking game, right? So you got a guy that's like, I'm waiting here patiently for someone to say some weird predator type shit, or like if I see guys like, hey, get off Roblox and like here's my number, like okay, I know that guy's probably a fucking predator. Now I'm gonna ban it because you have someone who's actively monitoring it. You know what I mean? Because like, are you telling me people would not love to have a job where they can actively protect kids online from like internet predators, where it's simply monitor, report, or whatever the fuck it is? It's like there's a way to do this, but it's like, hey, we're a corporation. We don't want any vigilantes because you lose us money and you make the shareholders angry.
Yeah. How about this? I just had this thought. What if this is something that needs to be taught about or talked about also in school?
Yeah, when you're a kid.
You know,
Common sense.
You know, I mean, we've talked even on this show, you know, about how you know they're to have shop class again in schools and things like that. You know, how a lot of stuff has been, you know, cut in recent years and whatnot. Well, maybe this is something that needs to be start teaching kids even in school.
Stranger danger, but online.
You know, because okay. For instance, there are kids here in Stockton that literally depend on eating breakfast or getting food when they get to school because there ain't nothing happening at home. All right, maybe the family's broke, maybe, you know, shitty parents, maybe whatever.
Hey, you just described it. You described someone vulnerable who would be more likely to be susceptible to a predator.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, if the schools are picking up slack for something like that, shouldn't this be something that maybe they're going to pick up a little bit of the ball to run with also? You know, it's just a thought. You know, again, and I for one, I mean, you know, my kids grown and everything. I'm done with all that, so I don't watch anything that's would be considered children's programming. You know, but you know, maybe on some of this programming that they got for kids, they I don't know. Maybe run ads or have some informational spots about this kind of stuff also. Because the other thing is, on the technological end, it's continually evolving. You know, whatever dirty trick is they're using today, by this time next year, they've moved on. They've got another scam going.
They're already ahead where you're still behind.
Exactly. You know, so you've got that aspect of it also, which is, you know, kind of scary. And so, yeah, for like what you do with the cybersecurity and this stuff, it's a constantly evolving thing.
Yeah, it means like when I feel like I've learned something, it's like, well, guess what, buddy? This thing just came out and it's like way more advanced. And now you got to learn this shit for like another couple weeks. You're like, fuck. It's like learning a language only to find out you have to learn another word, another translation, another whatever the hell it is. And it's like, what I'm trying to learn, it's like, I will always kind of a phrase like this. You ever watch a John Wick movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how they're like, John Wick's the boogeyman?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, he's not the boogeyman. He's the guy you send after the boogeyman because he's badass, right? So it's like, if you were to like do a skill comparison, because some people are born differently. It's not like it's like I don't know, like some guy in the fucking Wild West was one hell of a gun shooter, right? Because he was just naturally that good. Translate that down to a guy who's just naturally that good with skills and technology and stuff. And it's like, I'm the guy they would send after John Wick, but that guy gets his ass kicked because he's the fucking henchman. Like, it's a John Wick movie, right? It's like, if I was to be sent after somebody of lesser skill, I think I could probably you know what I mean? It's like, I could take that guy on, but it's like when you're comparing yourself to people who pretty much wrote the first fucking computer, right? Like, it's like you're learning a martial art from a guy who created the fucking thing. Like, he's not someone who's a black belt. He created it, bro.
Mhm.
And it's like, you're never going to be that good because some people are just naturally so far above in that skill level. So it's like, you have to keep learning and keep getting better. That's why I can never say I'm the best or I'm good. That's why I'm going to say I suck ass. I'm going to be honest, but I'm going to say I'm always adapting, always learning. Because if you stagnate, it's like computers aren't the same like they were 10 years ago. Windows,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Windows 10 didn't have an AI called Copilot in your computer where you could ask it to do shit. That didn't exist. It's like, what do you mean? You're telling me my computer has an AI where I can ask it to do shit? Like, unheard of. Guess what? Now it's built in. So it's like you have to keep getting better and learning at it. And for me, it's much harder because on the cybersecurity side of things, it's like I have to learn how to patch every hole in a ship before it sinks. And this motherfucker's shooting boulder-sized cannons, and I got duct tape. I got a lot of duct tape, but still fucking duct tape. So you see, it's much more difficult to be a defender. But to me, it's like there's more. Well, I mean, how to put this? I think it's more fulfilling when you're someone who can prevent someone's family from getting losing their money or like getting doxxed or like getting hacked. You're like, hey, you could have been an asshole and you could have done that, but you're like, I chose not to. I decided to protect because it's like now they have somebody that they can turn to protect them and stuff. And to me, it's an untapped market, and that's why I say that cybersecurity as a job market has so many unfilled positions. Because you make it so goddamn hard to get a job into it. Because you're like, yo, I need 10 years of experience. I need 30 certification. I need a goddamn bachelor, master's degree, and all that before the age of 20. And you're like, what the fuck, bro? I just graduated. So you can see how it's disheartening for someone to want to get a job, and they're still like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to do it. And that's why there's so many jobs, because people either burn out because of how toxic it is, because there's a low pay, and you're not really treated right, because you have to be 24/7, like, yo, someone just hacked my computer. Get over here. You have to drive over halfway across the fucking city. And it's like, that's the job, man. That's what you signed up for. So my final point being is that you need someone. Every family needs someone they can turn to for cybersecurity, because it's quite literally the future. Like, it's like this is something that's ingrained daily in life. Like, you need to print shit. You need to learn how to connect to the internet, because like that's how you pay your bills. That's how you check your bank account balance. That's how you DoorDash your food. That's how you go on YouTube. That's how you go on Facebook. All this. But if you don't know how to access all that because your internet went out and you can't fix that, well, who are you gonna call? Someone like Geek Squad? Well, guess what? There's a winter storm and it's Sunday and they're closed. And even if they were open, they cost you like fucking $600 just to like do something as simple as just fixing your like pretty much like I helped you set up your stuff, right? I wouldn't. That's like $600 they would charge you to fix that. Can you believe that? There's like, sorry, we have to charge you what's it called, a fee just to check it out. And they're like, we have to order the parts and all. They're like, hell no, bro. Like, you ordered the parts and I just came and set up for you. See what I mean? Much cheaper. So corporations are going to price every penny out of you because they want money and don't give a shit about you. So I think it's time people came up with their own solution, which is like, I had to put it like a village protector type of shit. Because it's like, forget about the fucking city where all the rich people are. How about us people who are down here in the slums who just want something to eat? You know what I mean? How about us, right? Who's going to fix our internet when it goes out during a storm? I leave you with that. Who do you turn to?
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe we need more independent operators like yourself out there.
You'd have more if it was like, that's my case in point. You'd have more guys like me. The reason I have to do it freelancing for small businesses is because if I try to do it for corporations, I can never get a job doing it because I'd get rejected because you don't have the certification. Like, you could have all the experience, you just don't have the paper, and they won't give you a shot because guess what? You have to get past HR. And guess what? HR is going to get replaced by AI. So even it's like, oh my God. So that's why I recommend doing it freelance. Because guess what? If you got people that say you can do the job, you go do the job, and you just take cash. So it's like simple. Well, then I'd say go back to making small businesses how they used to be, where it's like, I know a guy who knows the guy. It wasn't how it used to be back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, guess what? That's why we always have someone like, oh my God, this plumber's gonna charge me $500 to fix my fucking sink. Well, guess what? I know my cousin Vinny. He does it for like $100.
You got to go to the guy I go to.
Yeah,
I got a guy.
I got a guy who knows
Yeah.
the guy, my cousin Vinny.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, again, it's the newest
Cat and mouse like Tom and Jerry.
profession, if you want to call it, area of expertise, and it's constantly evolving, and it's what's carrying us into the future, like it or not. I was just having a conversation this week with somebody about we have a private sector that runs at about 90 miles an hour. We have a technology sector that's running at 100 miles an hour. And we have a government sector that literally runs at a turtle's pace. At best, a snail's pace, usually normally.
In a wheelchair.
And yeah, it's unfortunate that all you hear about out of politicians and bureaucrats is we need more taxes, we need more money, we got to balance our budget, we're short, and on and on and on, and it takes them forever to get anything done. And then in the meantime, you look at AI, you look at robotics, you look at everything that's going on in the technology sector. I mean, it's what's driving this country. Yeah, the government is shut down, but yet things are moving. I'm ordering shit on Amazon. People are going places, doing things. Money is being exchanged.
Wonder why? Because that money printer is going. That's the money printer.
Yeah.
But you know what that means is that the more that the U.S. dollar is printed, the less value it is, because that's pretty much how value works. Is that the more of it, the less valuable it becomes. The less of it, the more valuable it becomes. Which is why people are like cryptocurrency. Which is why Trump and his wife have a cryptocurrency. So think about it like this. All right, hang on. I'm gonna do my best action voice. It's the year 2030. Nobody has a job. Everyone has universal basic income. AI or H-1B1 visas took over all the jobs. How do people get a job? Well, guess what? Now they have to work in AI processing factories where they, like you know what I mean, like that type of factory that to produce AI and shit, and it pays like ass. So it's pretty much depending on the government to give you food and water and all that. But guess what? It won't be the government, be corporations, because guess who owns X? Elon Musk, and he owns Grok, which is an AI, and he's like, hey Trump, bro, maybe you should loan me a bunch of buildings or whatever the fuck, or maybe a country or some shit like space where he can build his massive factories that use electricity that powers the AI, because that makes it faster. But guess what? Something 2030 Stockton becomes uninhabitable because there's no jobs. So people are like, you know what? It's so the property value is so cheap. A corporation like like Elon Musk comes and buys it out, and then he just turns the entire city into one giant like factory for AI or producing. Like, it's some real dystopian shit, but it's a real possibility, because guess what? That AI makes money, and we are in an AI arms race. So it's like, who can develop the most lethal AI before someone else, pretty much destroys our fucking country? And you got the Chinese, you got the Russians, you got the Iranians, you got the North Koreans, you got the Americans, you got the fucking Japanese, you got everybody else is trying to develop. Hey, bro, I'm trying to destroy this other country, and I need like a final solution type of answer, like right now, before they figure out before I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna enact that because they're like, okay, now I have this tactical plan that enables you to take over the world or whatever to destroy your enemies, and that's pretty much like they're trying to develop a machine before the other guy can that can give them the answer to dominate the other guy, because it's all about power. That's not bullshit. It's all about how can I get bigger guns, better weapons, whatever the fuck, better everything than the other guy. And China already has their own AI. It's called DeepSeek. You've got Elon Musk has Grok, and then Sam Altman has GPT, and then Google has Gemini. You see, everyone's coming out with AI and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, we already have robots, bro. there's this robot called EO or some shit, and it's already talking, walking, and it can like already cook and clean and shit. It's like a prototype. It's $8,000, but $8,000 is that's. Yeah. Well, I mean, Trump can afford that shit because it's fucking prototype. But eventually, if it's $8,000 for a prototype, I'm just saying that. Sure, that's like the average person probably can't afford $8,000 to like get a fucking robot prototype. But 5 years from now, I imagine mass production, all of this will lower that price to maybe half, like $4,000 for a robot, $2,000 for a robot. And guess what? Elon Musk is trying to make robots that you can bang. You know what that does to the birth rate? It fucking collapses the birth rate.
Yeah.
So dystopian type shit. And guess what? That's gonna be even cheaper than the prototype at $8,000. So it's like 5 years is what I'd say is all the time you'd probably have left to gather resources and stock up before nobody has a job, because Elon Musk already has cars that can drive themselves. It's also in a prototype, but 5 years is enough time to supercharge an AI. So think about it. How much time do you have? Right? I mean, imagine this. Imagine you're a guy younger than me, and you're in high school, and like you're not even in college yet, and you're about to graduate, and you're like, am I gonna afford a house? Am I gonna afford a family? Am I gonna afford a car? Guess what? You're not going to, because you won't have the money or resources to do any of that, right? So it's fucked up, bro. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, so I can educate, people to think about, you know what? Maybe I should probably not ignore the iceberg, because we're on the Titanic. And yeah. What do you think, Jack?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as what you're saying about
Corporations
eventually, like robotic machines will be getting cheaper. It will follow like with everything else. The first ones that come out are pretty expensive, but then as competition,
it's like cars,
sets in and other people start making them, and eventually the price will, be driven downward as more people will, be able to acquire whatever it is, robot. I'm fascinated by the robot dogs.
Holy shit,
robot
dog. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're made for like police work. I mean, I saw this one, and it's got AI cameras in it. It's got the facial recognition technology, so it could like say if there's a crowd, a demonstration or a riot, it can look and it can find people that have warrants, so they can go after them. And I guess it can shoot tear gas and
they're gonna put a gun on that.
Shit. But this thing walks and moves like a friggin' dog.
Boston Dynamics.
I know at MIT in Massachusetts, those guys have been doing a lot of work on it.
Imagine what the military has in 5 years.
Oh, well, the military, listen, those motherfuckers get on top of anything technologically speaking.
You have to stay ahead.
And that and being able to weaponize the stuff for combat. I mean,
you're gonna weaponize a dog.
Well, practically speaking, you could send a robotic dog or even a soldier into a combat situation and not risk human lives.
Yeah, it's gonna be the future. Drone warfare. Drone warfare, cyber warfare, android warfare. So you got the drones in the air, you got the androids on the ground, and you got the cyber
self-driving tanks.
Everything's self-driving.
So
what's gonna power all that though? Guess what?
Well,
what powers all that? AI. What's gonna power the AI? Electricity. So another arms race. It's gonna be another manufacturing war where people are like, we got to build these factories, which build electricity, which powers our machinery, which enables us to do all this. So it's like World War II when we needed mass production of all the weapons and all the gear and stuff. So I'm thinking it'd be a good time to invest into that type of shit, because you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, I think that too.
That's the future, baby. I mean, it's not super clear, but you can see that, let's see, a company who's specializing in AI, drones, and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I can probably see my money being worth that, because guess what? You never know if they're gonna be fucking supplying Walmart with attack drones. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's all about money at the end of the day, right? So I think that's a lesson I learned when I was a kid. Is that there's not really any country. It's more like corporations, pretty much. What corporation do you work for? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not really your property if the government can just take it, right? Was it ever really yours to begin with?
Yeah. You got to fight for what's yours.
Yeah, well, the government can just stomp you out. Because like you said, all that stuff they use on the military, they can just use on their own citizens. That's kind of what people are afraid of.
Yeah.
Minority Report. Hey, you were going to commit a hate crime. How do you know that? Because I made an algorithm that accused you of doing it. Everyone trusted being right. So, yeah, trust it, bro. And then you get thrown in prison because people assumed you're going to commit a crime because an AI said so, and everyone trusts the AI because the AI is never wrong. You see how
what if we ever had technology that could read people's minds?
could it understand women? Could it understand women, though? That's the question.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, let me run some ad spots here.
Guys, join me, Alex the Man Angelov, and check out A&A Radio, where we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest financial news, investments, banking, and personal finance. Check out the channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, Smacks here. If you guys like gaming, swing over to Twitch, Smacks_TTV, live most nights. Stop by, say hi, drop a follow.
Guys, have you heard? Nelson, tell the people.
Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons.
Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Guys, if you're into sports, wrestling, or just need some positivity and motivation, check out N1 from the End Zone and click on that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.
Hey guys, I'm here in Stockton today, and I'm with Donna. We're at this beautiful house in North Stockton, and some lucky buyer is going to be walking away with it. Imagine having a brand new place to live. Donna, somebody's looking for a house. What do they got to do?
Give me a call, and we will get you pre-qualified, look for you a home, and then do the process of closing.
All right, and to get this ball rolling, I know they got to talk to you. How do we get hold of you?
At 209-301-5193 or at dgaines@pmz.com.
All right, thank you, Donna. Hey guys, back to the show. All right. Okay. Well, I think we're going to have this a short show tonight. I imagine Nelson is probably stuck in Bay Area traffic, so wish him well. But I did want to pull this up. As I said, the big election here in California was Prop 50. This was the results from our county. And I was rather surprised to see that the turnout for this was 32%. I mean, I kind of expected to more, and I don't know what the statewide turnout average was, or was in other places. I have to look into that, but 32%, that kind of stinks. That means like about 2/3 of our fellow voters decided to take a piss on Tuesday. They decided to sit this one out. So if you're one of the 68% that didn't vote, thanks for nothing. You suck. All right. So yeah, and big bad Governor Newsom got his way, got what he wanted, and all right, we'll see where this goes. I mean, I guess now instead of having one congressman, that represents the whole city of Stockton, I guess we'll have like 5 now, or maybe 15 or 20. Whatever the fuck. I mean, unfucking believable. But what I found even more interesting was that if you read that proposition on the ballot, actually took the time to read it, and at the end, and this is on every ballot proposition, they got to tell you how much it's going to cost, and I've always read, they'll say, okay, expected cost to taxpayers, and they'll have a number, or they'll have at least a range, like it will be between 2 and 3.5 million, or whatever the fuck, right? But there's always a number to that. The language in this proposition says, expected cost a few $1 million to counties. What the fuck is a few?
A few million.
But I mean, if they couldn't even figure out a number to put in there.
And don't worry, guys. You'll pay for it. It's your money. It's whatever.
A few.
Just a few million.
I found that one sentence in that proposition to be an absolute insult to my intelligence and the intelligence of every fucking voter in the state. They can't even now. And is this going to be the status quo now for all these fucking ballot propositions? Yeah, we're just tired of trying to figure it out, so we're just going to tell you, it'll be a few, a couple, whatever, a handful, a jigger, whatever the fuck, man. I mean, for the taxes we pay in this state, for every goddamn thing, there ought to be a number in that. There ought to be somebody in fucking Sacramento who's sitting behind a desk whose job is, you're a math guy. Figure this out. You figured out all the other goddamn propositions that have come over the years, how much it costs. You couldn't with this one? Unfucking believable.
Maybe AI should replace them.
I bet you an AI program probably could. At least give an estimate,
and do
a range.
Job. Yeah, I'd give you an answer on the spot. I wouldn't bullshit you.
Yeah. But, hey, you know what? People love this shit. I finally come to the conclusion that my fucking neighbors obviously are okay with everything. They're okay with all the rates. They're okay with the PG&E rates, which only go one direction. Show me where it's going this way. No, you can't do it, right? Up. Taxes, we pay the highest in the fucking nation. Up. Gas prices. Okay. So our neighbors are obviously okay with that. I'm saying the majority of our neighbors, not all, but they're okay with this. They're obviously okay with the crime rates. They're obviously okay with the homeless rates and everything else. So that's the only conclusion that I can come from this fucking shit. That, whatever Governor Newsom, he snaps his fingers and everybody's going to jump. Me personally, I don't hearken. I don't jump for fucking shit. Okay, he can snap his fingers all day long. I don't give a shit. But it's just unbelievable what people are willing to accept, what people are willing to drop their pants for and bend over that fucking picket fence. It's ungoddamn believable. And all I can say is that, you wants it, you gets it. Don't complain. Don't complain later. I don't want to hear a word from any of these fucking people about your fucking PG&E being too much or your fucking gas prices being too high, which, by the way, they're going to go up more when the last refinery in the state finally gets shut down there in L.A., at Chevron Place. I don't want to hear about your goddamn property taxes or none of this shit. Not from those people. If you voted yes on 50, if you jump every time Gavin snaps his fucking fingers, don't complain. Don't fucking complain. You wants it, you gets it, you got it, live with it. Okay? Eat it. Eat it fucking raw. Eat it with hot sauce. Okay? It's your ass now, baby. All right, and that's my final word on that shit. So, yeah.
Can I get a final word?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let's see here. Hey, Jack, the one thing I don't like about Gavin Newsom? Guess what it is?
What's that?
Okay, here it comes. I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but I think I can't take him seriously because he acts like a politician, like as like an actor instead of actually doing his job. It's like how to put this? Like I couldn't take him seriously whenever he starts talking shit about Trump. But I'm like, your state's burning though. There's homelessness. It's expensive. People hate you. They want to record you. And he's like, don't worry, California. I know you all love me. That's why we're gonna stick it to Trump. We're gonna beat him in 2028. And that's why he's trying to be the next fucking president. But it's just like, it's like you have shit. You have shit stains. You have shit stains on your fucking shoe, bro. It's like that. That's my analogy. And you're wiping your fucking your shoes on your fucking people, and you're trying to send to the fucking White House because you're using California as a stepping stone. It's like a Power Rangers okay. So in the Power Rangers, you got this thing where they all come together to form this one super fucking Power Ranger thingy, and fucking Gavin Newsom's like, we got corruption, we got COVID, we got fucking whatever it's called, immigration, we got all this, we're gonna take it to Trump, yeah. And I'm thinking, yeah, but all that shit that you rally behind is the exact reason why everyone fucking hates you. Right?
Unfortunately, not everyone does, okay? That's why he was elected twice and beat back a recall. And this is what I'm trying to drum into the heads of my Republican friends, most of whom really don't care to listen because they're too wrapped up around the goddamn flag, Bible, and Toby Keith playing in the fucking background, all right? I look at the goddamn numbers, all right, on these election returns and this shit. That tells a story, all right? They, right now, after Tuesday, Newsom, he's got a national campaign now. He is receiving money from the big Democratic donors on a daily basis, and this is going to go on for the next couple of years. So come 28, guess what? He's going to have a war chest, all right? So I hope everything goes smoothly well for the Trump administration. They need to get this economy on track. They need to, and he's doing these trade deals, and there are companies that are coming back here and are going to be, bringing jobs back here. That is in the process of happening, but none of this shit happens overnight. So again, I hope things go swimmingly well, okay, over the next few years, because otherwise, come 2028, if things get bad, and you got this smiling jerk-off going around the country with his fucking campaign, and like I said, a war chest. It's going to be trouble, and it won't bear good for the country. But of course, a lot of Republicans have their head in the clouds. They're still in orgasmic ecstasy over, last November. All right, the fact that, Trump got elected, everything's going to be okay now. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you look at the other side, they haven't shut the fuck up or since election night, okay? And they are going to work the room, and they are going to work the agenda, okay? From your Schumers all the way down to the Antifa punks on the street, all right? They're all working in cohesion, all right? The biggest dead giveaway for me is when the Charlie Kirks get murdered. Yeah, you'll have a few big shots come out with political violence is bad, and we got to condemn that.
But there's one.
But you know what? When the haters started running their yaps on social media. And they, Charlie Kirk got shot. Oh, well, I hope the gun's okay. That kind of bullshit. Yeah. You will not find a Democrat anywhere that spoke out against those people, spoke out against that kind of hate speech. You call somebody a faggot, it's a big fucking deal, all right? Especially if you happen to be a registered Republican or a straight white male like me. But, no. Somebody like Charlie Kirk, who was not an elected official, who had no power whatsoever, gets blown away. Oh, yeah, we can make fun of him and everything else, and nobody says a word. Nobody on the left says a word. Nobody condemns it. That's a dead giveaway. That's telling you that what's really in their mind. they go public with one face, but they have another face that they also wear. The inside face and the outside face. And Asian folks understand that concept, that philosophy, but it's also the guiding modus operandi for most politicians, unfortunately. And so, that's what we're left with and stuck with. And I thank God I'm a fucking independent and a libertarian. I mean, because it's a shit show now. And so, yeah. So that being said,
One person you're forgetting.
what's that?
The one person the Democrats fear more than Trump. His name is Nick Fuente. Yeah, if you thought Charlie Kirk was well, let's just say that Charlie Kirk was pretty tame compared to this guy.
Oh yeah, and then Nick
Yeah.
is like Charlie on acid, but
Yeah, now this Nick guy is mainstream. He just did an interview with Tucker Carlson. I'll put it like this, based on what I've seen, is that guys like Nick Fuentes, they're gonna grow and they're gonna replace the old Republicans because they're like, bro, you're fucking tame, bro. You're not extreme enough. You're not America first. You're Israel first or whatever. Fuck first, but not America. So that's why I think by the time 2028 comes around, you really don't think in the 3 years from now, before before Election Day, that that there's not going to be a different kind of response. Because I can tell you that it's not going to be. They're not going to be like how to put this. It's not dark MAGA. It's like they're not Republican. They're not identified conservative. They're more like super, like I was saying, like ultra nationalist American type shit. It's like a bunch of dudes who want America to be top dog, and they'll do whatever the fuck it takes to get America to be top dog, and they don't give a shit about any other country except for America. That's pretty much why I like Nick Fuentes, because he's pretty much saying what we're feeling, man. He's like, we don't want to be anyone's bitch anymore. We used to be great, now we suck ass, and that's where we're falling apart.
yeah.
Right, in 3 years, I can put it like this, is that, who do you think they're going to vote for?
Well, we shall see. I mean, a lot can happen in 3 years. A lot could happen in 3 weeks in politics, or even 3 days.
Remember, the bullets were flying pretty much, in my observation, in one direction, because before Charlie Kirk, it was just like, I don't know, shitty debates on Twitter, what fucking CNN trash talking, whatever the fuck it is. It's pretty much like nobody shot someone over having a different opinion until it happened to the Kirk man, and he was a tame person compared to someone like Nick Fuentes, which is why it's very insane that you can see, well, we saw who draw first, right? And it's like, what if we switched it around? What if it was his wife? Huh? You think he'd be forgiven the killer? Like, I'm just saying, but what if it wasn't Kirk? What if it was Nick? What if it was someone else? The point being is that I think it sucks that we can't just talk it out anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be in past elections, you had a winner, you had a loser, and then, okay, everybody goes home, and then, you try and work together for the next 2 or 4 years
try again next time.
to get something done. But like I said, this time around, the division is far more severe, and the other side hasn't shut the fuck up since election night, and they're not going to.
I got one question for you. It's all about values. Now, this is how you know if someone's an idiot or someone you can, I think you can call, I don't know, someone similar in your idea. What was it look like a friend? I don't know, a friend. Do you value family? Yeah, I do actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. Because if you value family, then secure borders. Or I guess that the kicker would be like, hey, what do you think about Charlie Kirk? And they're like, hey, he was a regular guy. He didn't deserve what happened to him. That's how you know. But if they start saying, yeah, rest in peace, the gun, the bullet, whatever, like, okay, well, I know you're an idiot. So it's like, I guess you have to ask them a simple question that kind of shows you where their head's at, because it's like this. If you think it's okay for an innocent man to die over having a different opinion who was simply expressing it peacefully, that had the fucking shirt that said freedom on it, I think you might be the bad guy. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
He was wanting to talk it out. That's the thing, though. Is that he shot the dude who was trying to be peaceful. You shot the wrong fucking dude. Now who do you think's left? The dude that wants to start war, which is Nick Fuentes, which is my point. So it's like, for people to know, Nick Fuentes it's like, whatever people said about Charlie Kirk is tame compared to Nick, because Nick's super up there. But my point being is that I believe America should come first in everything. It's like that shouldn't make me a Republican or a Democrat. It's like, it simply makes me an American, right?
Yeah.
I just want America to simply have secure borders so, we don't get invaded. So there's food for our people, so our money doesn't go to pointless bullshit. But guess what? I'm the bad guy. So I'll leave you with that, folks. It's all about family values.
All right. That's good. And you did mention the word value. I'm going to leave everybody with this, a definition. Value, the actualized knowledge or technological capacity that protects, nurtures, supports, and accommodates all growing needs of life.
AKA what sets up a functioning fucking society, which is what we had before all this crazy insanity took over, right? Remember, there was a time when a man didn't have to fear a stray bullet hitting him in the ass. I say that as a joke, but no, it's seriously, that's the absurdity we live in. But we live in a time where we don't know what the future is, so it's like, if there's no hope for the future because it's uncertain, then uncertainty breeds fear. And what does fear breed? Well, I don't know. Fucking hungry people robbing the stores like during Costco during COVID because they're trying to stock up. Destabilized society where people are killing each other over resources. Pretty much going back to when we are not neighbors, we're competitors for resources. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, bro, if it's going to be that cutthroat, then everyone's going to start forming their own tribe and shit. And that dude who you thought was cool down the street's now your enemy.
Yeah.
Because, hey, your family's got to eat, his family's got to eat, and there's only one piece of loaf of bread. Right? So we're trying to avoid getting to that point. But guess what? When you have people who fucking are idiots and vote for policies that get us to that point, then who do you have to blame? Those that fucked up, but also those that put them there.
Yeah.
So it's all about prevention is better than the cure. Because guess what? It's better to not have had cancer than have to gone through it and been cured of it. I'd rather keep my hair.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, on that note, folks, we're going to check out of here. If you want to get a hold of us, let us know what you think. Maybe you got an opinion about some of this stuff. Email portcityuncensored@gmail.com. Doesn't get any simpler than that. And, yeah, be with us again next week. Not sure what we'll be doing, but we will have something going on for sure. And let me just take this down here.
Remember, your family's more important than your shitty corporate job.
Yeah, people you care about, close to you, don't forget about them. All right, keep them close. We live in changing times, folks. So,
yep,
we'll see what tomorrow brings. That being said, we're out of here.
Hey, hit the like button.